sleep. It's certainly not ideal, but I think that the calendar is a calendar, and so he'll get his rest and do what he can to post tomorrow.
Do you think he might have to watch him during the start, like a little closer than usual, just knowing what he's going through?
I will, yeah. I think that anyone that has anything kind of potential red flag certainly be more watching closely. But again, he wouldn't start if we felt that we were going to put him in harm's way.
He's a competitor. He always wants to be out there. Is there any concern that he might go out there, maybe not be 100% because he just wants to be, contribute to the team?
I wouldn't say concerned, but I think we're certainly mindful that he wants to be out there. He wants to make his start. But again, the Cats play, how he feels, the swelling is completely dissipated. So those signs right there give us confidence that he's going to be fine. But yeah, we'll certainly.
Just when Dodgers fans thought they could finally relax, another Shohei Ohtani injury scare sent shockwaves through baseball. Last week, Ohtani exited a game against the Pittsburgh Pirates with inflammation in his left knee, and suddenly the biggest question in Major League Baseball became simple. Would the Dodgers superstar be okay? For any other player, a knee issue might be concerning. For Shohei Ohtani, the face of baseball and one of the most valuable players in the world, it becomes headline news instantly. The good news for Dodgers fans is that manager Dave Roberts has delivered a very encouraging update. According to Roberts, Ohtani looked good during his throwing session, played catch without any issues, and remains scheduled to start against the Tampa Bay Rays. That update is exactly what Los Angeles wanted to hear after several anxious days. Ohtani first experienced the knee inflammation during the Dodgers game against Pittsburgh and was forced to leave early. The team immediately took a cautious approach, keeping him out of Friday's game against the Chicago White Sox. While some feared the injury could linger or even become something more serious, Ohtani quickly returned to the lineup on Saturday and has continued playing over the last several days. That alone was a positive sign, but pitching places a completely different level of stress on the body. That's why all eyes are now focused on his return to the mound. Roberts explained that Ohtani completed his usual throwing routine and looked comfortable throughout the process. The Dodgers manager made it clear that the organization would not allow Ohtani to start if there were any serious concerns about his health. In fact, Roberts emphasized that the team is monitoring any potential red flags very closely. However, based on everything they've seen, they believe Ohtani is ready. That confidence should reassure fans, because the Dodgers have every reason to be cautious. They are not simply managing a great player. They are managing a generational talent who impacts games both as a hitter and a pitcher. So far this season, Ohtani has been spectacular. At the plate, he's hitting .298 with 14 home runs and 41 RBIs. Those numbers alone would make him one of the most dangerous offensive players in baseball. But what truly separates Ohtani from everyone else is what he's doing on the mound. Through 11 starts, he owns a remarkable 1.06 ERA, a microscopic 0.84 WHIP, and a 6-2 record. Those are elite numbers by any standard and place him among the best pitchers in the sport this year. It's hard to overstate just how valuable that combination is. Most teams would be thrilled to have a hitter producing at Ohtani's level. They would also be thrilled to have a pitcher posting a 1.06 ERA. Ohtani somehow gives the Dodgers both in a single roster spot. That's why any injury concern involving him immediately becomes one of the biggest stories in baseball. Wednesday's start against the Rays will provide the next major test. While Roberts acknowledged that the afternoon game creates a quicker turnaround and isn't ideal, he also noted that Ohtani understands how to prepare his body. The manager even joked about Ohtani's love of sleep, suggesting that recovery and rest remain key parts of his routine. Despite the unusual schedule, the expectation is that Ohtani will take the mound and continue what has been an incredible season. Of course, fans will still be watching closely. Every pitch, every movement, and every trip around the bases will be analyzed. That's the reality when you're Shohei Ohtani. The spotlight never disappears. But if recent history has shown anything, it's that Ohtani has an incredible ability to overcome adversity and continue performing at an elite level. The Dodgers know their championship hopes are closely tied to his health. Keeping him available for the long season ahead is just as important as winning any single game in June. That's why the organization has been so careful throughout this process. Rather than rushing him back, they allowed him time to recover, evaluated him daily, and only cleared him after feeling confident that the risk was minimal. Now, the focus shifts back to baseball. Can Ohtani continue his dominant run on the mound? Can he maintain his impressive production at the plate? And perhaps most importantly, can he stay healthy as the Dodgers push toward another postseason run? Those questions will define much of the season moving forward. For now, though, the news is overwhelmingly positive. Shohei Ohtani appears ready to return to the mound, the Dodgers remain confident in his condition, and baseball fans everywhere will once again get the chance to watch the sport's most unique superstar do what only he can do. After a brief injury scare, Ohtani is back, and if his season statistics are any indication, the rest of the league should be very concerned.